Hey guys, I've decided to do an updated top 10 units. So these are units that I use a lot and I think are really useful. There's my previous top 10 units there. See, Rain was my original top unit. This was done back in January the 26th this year. So, number 10 is Eleanor. A little bit underrated, I think, as a mitigator. The leader skill, not the greatest. It's more of an arena type leader skill, where you get the bonus points. But her value lies in her BB and SBB, where you get obviously the mitigation, and you also get elemental damage reduction as well, and the SBB also has some battle crystal, heart crystal drop rate. So it's a pretty good defensive unit, even though she is from the arena batch, designed for arena. I actually used her in the strategy zone Serio trial as a backup for Zeruia, which is pretty good. So you can also include the light and dark types with the SP skills. So, number 9. My number 9 is Agris. Again, he's mainly here because I ended up using him for the strategy zone trial. Leader skill, decent. Not the greatest for trials and difficult content, but not the worst either. Pretty decent extra skill, he just gets extra stats. Where he's good, he's basically like a better version of Felis, where you get all the BB management options there. He only has BB gauge when attacked on his SBB, but you can, with the SP skills here, you can add that to his BB, so you don't have to get his SBB filled to get the all-important BB gauge fill on attack buff. So he's probably one of the best BB management units, and that's why he's number 9 for me. Okay, so number 8. Number 8, I've got Elimo. Elimo is, yeah, the more you do things like the strategy zone, the more you realise how good she actually is. Leader skill is obviously pretty poor, but she makes up for it with non-attacking BB, SBB, and UBB. You get all, status ailment removal, heal, boost defense recovery. She's 210 mitigator without using any SP. So I just basically made her a better healer and status ailment negation as well. So she comes with a wealth of defensive buffs, and also being non-attacking, she's good for things like the strategy zone, where you have damage reflect for certain turns, so you can heal without taking any more damage. Number 7, I have Gabriella. Another unit that I used for the Serio trial. Average leader skill, but the 2 Angel Idols possibility is her biggest draw card, so she gets a good run in Arena Coliseum because of the Angel Idols. She's also got a pretty good kit of defensive buffs. She can negate, attack down, elemental damage. She's got the double attack SBB, and this one here I've added the BB gauge fill when attacked, and heal over time, so just made her a better overall defensive unit. But having the double attack SBB means that she's not purely a defensive unit, she can be used for other things. Number 6, I have Lauda. Now, Lauda has been around for a while, so you he still features in the top 10, which is pretty good. A damaging leader skill, that's not the greatest. There's plenty out there that are better. Extra skills kind of average as well. But his two big draw cards is the double attack SBB and the spark damage boosts BB gauge. That's available on quite a few units now. That's why he's sort of slid down my list a bit. But he's still a great option as a Nuka type unit. So I've taken all these passives to make him a better Nuka unit, adding the spark damage and attack boosts. Add the spark buff vulnerability and boost his BB attack buff as well. So he's still a very good unit to use. Number 5 is Sylvie. Sylvie is one of those units, so I just mentioned that the reason my Loud has slipped down a bit. Attacking leader skill, not the greatest, but she has the Angel Idol chance. So you see her somewhat on Colosseum, and she got her own 50% spark damage boost as well, which is really handy because she is a Nuka unit. She has another double attack SBB unit, spark damage buff, and also adds the BB gauge fill on spark like what Lauda has, and she can also give a low probability of Angel Idol on a Brave Burst as well. So the SP skills, I just made her a better Nuka unit, give her the spark damage boost, enhance the Trust Stat buff on Brave Burst, and enhance the spark damage, which makes her the highest spark damage buffer still in the game at 150%. Okay, number 4. Number 4, I have Rain. Now, Rain was my previous number 1, but he is still really awesome. The leader skill is still one of the best to use for difficult content. You get the stats boost and the mitigation after a certain amount of damage. Extra skills pretty decent, negates elemental damage, and he gives 10% boost to all fire types in his squad. But his main draw card here is his SBB. He's got the Tri-Stat buff and the boost defense relative to attack, so it's very good. Also get the negates critical damage, and nearly everyone adds the mitigation to his kit. Makes him probably the best mitigator, so I've made him a better leader and a mitigator as well. So he's still my go-to mitigator for pretty much any content. Number 3, the bronze medalist is Zeruia. The leader skill, not the greatest, except for one part, and that's the 12% boost to experience. My second Zeruia has the boost to make it 20%, so I use her for the gaining more XP. And her extra skill adds an earth barrier to the Brave Burst, which is pretty good. But her biggest draw card here is all the buffs. There's Battle Crystal, Heart Crystal, Druff Rate, adds all elements to attack. You get the elemental damage reduction, boost elemental weakness damage as well. So the SP I took adds the light and dark to her damage reduction on her SBB, and I've also made her overdrive filler as well. And as we know, in difficult content, having a overdrive gauge filler is golden. So that's why she's still in my top 3. So my controversial number 2, and I'll explain why. Regal. You're probably expecting him to be number 1, but I'll explain why my number 1 is my number 1 and he is number 2. Obviously, he is the best unit in the game. The leader skill with all stats boost and the all elemental mitigation, so that's all elements without having to use any SB. Also boosts BB attack and battle crystal drop rate. Extra skills kind of average, but this is where he shines, is that SBB, really good. You get the BB attack boost, boost spark damage, boost attack relative to max HP, and the spark vulnerability, and his UBB is awesome. It is the best in the game. It's got the 75% mitigation for 3 turns, huge spark damage boost, BB attack, which is the same as Arcs, but he also has the 35% boost to max HP, so it is awesome for the difficult content. So this Regal, I've made him a better leader, giving him the 50% all stats to himself, and enhanced the leader skills elemental mitigation to 15%. Also gave him status armor negation. So he's just all round awesome and the best unit in the game. And the only reason he's not number 1 is because this particular unit was key for me in defeating the Seria trial, which, as you know, gave me a lot of grief. So I used dual Feng leaders, because obviously her leader skill gives the 15% reduction to Fire, Water, Earth and Thunder, which is upgradable to 20. So with 2 of them, you get 40% elemental mitigation right off the bat. She also gives a small chance to Angel Idol and the HP boost, and she has revive chance, albeit a small chance, on both Brave Burst and Super Brave Burst. Previously we only had Juno, which only had it on the Brave Burst. But yeah, she boosts max HP. She's got a whole heap of defensive buffs like healing and the UBB there as well. It is pretty awesome. It's a 100% chance to revive dead units, which is the only one in the game. Plus you get 2 turns taking 1 damage, and it's got the HP boost as well. So I just made her the better leader, give her the extra elemental mitigation. Quite costly, but worth it in my opinion. Like I said, she was key to beating the Seria trial. She was available before Regal, so that is why she is my number 1. Here's a recap of my top 10. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.